Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer and I'm still playing Runebound. And it's the Midnight expansion combined with the Dark Forest expansion. So, well, I'm not so sure if I'm doing still well. The threat track is already at 6. And there are not many easy challenges left on the board. Basically, it's only this green one down here, but I'm up here. So, well, that doesn't really count. And I'm also not that terribly strong, so I don't really know. I probably have to attack a few of these blue challenges next. There's no other way, I'm afraid. And yeah, I'm now thinking about... I thought about buying this Lucky Doubloon or the True Charm. The problem is both are items that you have to activate. So if I would activate one of these items, I cannot use Ragnar's Axe in the same round of combat, because you can only activate one single item each round of combat. So maybe it's even a better idea to get the Boar of Tamalier as an ally. So, but he's here at River's Fangs, which is also pretty far away. We have to move through the woods, so I think I won't do this. Yeah, it's hard to find a good decision here. Okay, let's simply start and let's see where we'll end up. Okay, we have, well, that's good. We have 3 woods now. Okay, so that kind of helped me making this decision. I will move here into the Cataract Keep, and then I'm gonna draw a market card here, and that is a Rune Enchantress. And she will also be captured by the Dark Lord. So now this ritual goes away, and instead there is now the Rune Enchantress captured up here in Ibon Sul. This is one of my house rules. During the game, the more the threat track advances, the more of these items and allies will be captured by the Dark Lord somewhere in these dark strongholds. But it's only one item or ally per stronghold allowed. Okay, and then I'm gonna... Oh, damn, I forgot... Well, basically I forgot that all the time now. To enter a city, I have to do a skill test. That's in the Midnight rules, and it has to be a test. Let me see. Just a second. Okay, here we go. I forgot that all the time. It's 10 plus the cost of your highest cost item. So in this case, I assume it also means I also use my allies. So that's number 6. That's a 6 value ally. So it's a 16, and I have a test of. I have a 5 here with my magic ability. Well, let me see. So it would be sneak, climb, or diplomacy. So with my diplomacy ability I could add 2. So it would be a 7. Yeah. And so I only need a 9. Oh. Okay, I made that. So I now successfully managed to talk to the, well, gatekeeper, whatever, and he allowed me then to enter the city. Okay, so, and now I'm allowed to buy this thing here, the lucky doubloon. That's an artifact. Activate to reroll one of your hero's combat rolls or skill tests. If you reroll a result of 3 or lower, you must discard this card. Okay. Fine. Now we have 6 left. And that would be just enough to buy the true charm. Okay, so first let's roll now the thread track again. And that's a 9, so no problems here. And then let's move, yeah, I would say, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to get this true charm. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be here in Cambriel. I simply count from up to down, so it's here. The true charm is held here in Cambriel, and then afterward we can move here and attack this challenge, which won't be easy at all, but we'll see about that later. Okay. So let's see, we have a few rivers, which is good. So I'll let you see what we got here. We could take here, we can use the Felthra River and move along that river. Yeah, so we got 2 rivers, 1, 2. Yeah, that's it then, because this is also an aquatic space. Damn. Yeah. So no luck here. Okay then. That's it. That's the end of this turn. And we're gonna roll for the thread track. Nope. Nothing happens. Okay, next movement roll. Again, we would need a few rivers, and well, it would be good to find either some forests or swamps. That's good. We got 2 swamps that would allow us to, and a forest. That's cool. Okay, that's fantastic. That should be enough to get to this dark stronghold of Cambriel. So let's see. First, we can use this river, the Yathrul River or Yatril River. Move here, and then we will cross the dead marshes with these 2 swamp tokens here. So 1, 2. And then finally we have a plain here, like this, and with the last one we are able to enter this dark city now. And this is not going to be so easy. So now we come to this house rule. As I said, the Dark Lord captures and steals the valuable items, and he stores them or hides them in these dark strongholds. So now to enter a dark stronghold, it's basically the same as entering a city, but a little bit harder. So you have also the option to sneak, to climb, or to talk. But it's not a 10 plus your highest value item, but a 13 plus your highest value item. So in this case, it's a test of 19 which is pretty tough because this is a 6. So, yeah, so again, I need a 5 plus 2, so I need a 12 to talk myself in here. And I don't have that. Okay, I could now re-roll this. I'm wondering if I should. Yeah, I will. I will use my lucky doubloon. And then I can simply roll a second time. That's even worse. Oh, I was lucky here. If I rolled a 3, yeah, I had to discard this thing. My God. Okay. So that wasn't so good. And now you can imagine the situation. I'm talking to some guy and he says, oh, whoa, no, you won't get in here. And he kind of sees that I'm a good person, and so I have to run away, and they send some bad people after me. So now I have to fight a challenge. And because the threat track is at 6, I have here this little table. I have to fight a yellow challenge, which is not too bad. But I won't get a reward for that. So this is Kira Hero Spain, a collaborator. She's got 3 life points. Dead heroes fetch a high price. Okay, so first we have to do a test sneak 3 times. You're kidding. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is not really true. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, that's pretty bad. So now, what we have to do is, it says test sneak 13 3 times. Problem is I'm pretty bad in sneaking. I have a 0 plus 2, so I only have a 2. If you fail one test, take 1 wound. Take 1 fatigue token. If you fail 2 tests, take 1 fatigue and 1 wound. If you fail all 3 tests, take 1 fatigue, 1 wound, and your damage values are all reduced by 1 for this combat. Yeah, great. So this is not going to be easy. So let's roll 3 times sneak first. We need a... What do we need? An 11. First time, nope. Second time, Ah. Okay. Bad. So yeah, we take a wound. Take an exhaustion, and the damage is reduced by 1. That's fantastic. Okay, so now let's start this. First of all, Yumi is Stormcaller. He will attack. He takes 2 of these exhaustion markers, and then he does an attack. And he needs a 10. That's quite a bit, but anyway, he's going to try it. Yeah, this time I was successful. So it's now reduced by 1. So he only does a damage of 1, but that's at least something. Okay. Now it's going to be pretty hard because we have to defend ourselves against a 16. I have a 0 plus 2 for the razor shield. So that is a 14. That's what I need. Ow, that was close. But it's not enough, so I take another wound. Finally, oh, what finally, not really bad. Now we can attack during the melee phase. And yeah, I'm gonna use that weapon, Ragnar's Axe. So it's a -2. And so I only have 4, a combat value of 4. And I need a 9 to be successful. And it would be very good because then I can kill the lady. Come on. Oh, come on. This is looking really bad. Problem is I can't use this thing a second time and I take another damage. So now I'm really close to the point where I will lose this thing. Yeah, great. Okay. Ah, man. So first, he's gonna try. Let's see what he can do. He's gonna do a magic attack now. So he needs a 10. Yeah, at least he's doing good. So he now did another. Well, it's all a little risky. He did another hit now, and I think now I'm really thinking. Damn. Okay. So I think I try it. I go on, and he's gonna do an attack, a ranged attack. So he needs a 13. It's pretty hard, but maybe he's lucky. Let's see. Ah, damn! I was so unlucky now. Always just so close. It was a 12. Okay, so he takes a wound. And then afterward I can defend. Oh, this is so risky. Okay, I can defend here in melee combat. And I get a +2 because of my razor shield. Yeah. So it's well, I could also attack in melee combat actually. But that doesn't really help because I can only do 1 damage here. And the damage is reduced for this combat by 1. Great. So I have to defend. Everything else doesn't help at all. So this is then a damage of, yeah, we have a 6 here, 8. So I need a 5. If I don't roll that 5, I'm KO'd. Okay, I got that. And then I have to defend myself again. Well, actually, I'm thinking about attacking now here. Yeah, of course. I think I will. I will risk it. Damn, I got a 5. So to kill her, I need a 9. This is not easy, but I'm gonna try it. Come on. Yeah, ooh, that was close. My goodness, just a 9. It was so close. Damn. But I managed to do this. Okay, that's 2 hits, but she only takes 1. So I managed to kill her. That was a very, very painful thing. And no rewards here. Because she was just some kind of guardian of this stronghold. And now that as I'm inside of the stronghold, I'm allowed to buy an item, or actually this item, and I will buy now this true charm. Let's hope it was worth it. Costs me 6, which is a lot of money, but anyway. Oh man. And then we have to roll. that's a 12. So the problem now is, because I'm really badly hurt, I have to heal. And, well, first of all, I will take 2 of these, and I will heal 1 wound. And, well, I'm simply rolling 3 dice, and I'll probably move here to Sharoom, why not? So that is now, yeah, that's a water and something else, and that allows me to remove one of these fatigue tokens. Okay. And then I can draw a market card. Well, first I have to check if I'm allowed to enter this city. So that's a 10 plus 6, that would be a 16. And I got a 7 here, so I need a 9. Yeah, got that. So I'm allowed to enter Sharoom, and I can draw a market card here. That says teleport. Pretty powerful thing. And of course it's in the hand of the Dark Lord. So let's see where this will end up. There are only 8 cities. Number 6, so this is here. So this rune is in Alvedara. Okay, and then I roll for the threat track. And I need now some time to recover, I'm afraid. I mean, I cannot attack this blue guy with so many wounds, and I don't have any money to do this. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I will simply stay there and take 2 more fatigue tokens. And that allows me then to remove one of them here. And then I don't move at all, and that allows me to remove 4 of these fatigue tokens here. Okay, and then I'm still in the city. Draw another market card. Well, that's a mage mount. Ritual. You must spend the movement dice below before you may use this ritual. Activates the skip the melee phase during this round of combat. Well, that doesn't really help. So this is placed then here in Sharoon. Okay, I got to roll again for the threat track, and I was lucky here, doesn't move. And now I'll use another time my healing ability, take 2, and that allows me then to, well, I then can simply take only 2 dice, and, well, I'm not sure. I could also use only 1 die, maybe that's even better. I think I'll risk that. I'll use only 1 die, because that allows me then to remove these 2 and 1 of him. And then I roll, and that's a water, so I was lucky here. I can move in here now. And now it's really getting interesting. Let's see if I have a chance against these blue challenges. Okay. So here we go. Oh man. Okay, this is Shelgriff One Arm. That's an Orc Warlord. Okay. This is not going to be easy. If you do not succeed at a melee combat roll, you must immediately defend again in melee. Repeat this process until you are knocked out or until you succeed at a melee combat roll. Well, that is not necessarily so bad, because with the Razor Shield we can do 1 damage. The problem is this guy has a life value of 5, so that's really tough. 15, 17, 15, this is ridiculous. Okay, so that's gonna be really hard now. Okay, so let's see. Before combat, we're gonna do the attack here, the magic attack with this guy. And he takes now these 2. This is actually a very, very important action now. If we can do this, we have a pretty good chance. We gain some money, some experience. But it's going to be a hard ride for the next turns. Okay, so and then he can attack, and what I'm going to use now is I'm gonna take that thing. I'm going to take the True Charm, activate that, and I'm going to get a +3 bonus here. So now he's got a 7 in a magic value. On the other hand, I'm not sure if I really want to do that, because, well, maybe it's not necessary. It's an interesting question. I have to think about that. Okay, yeah. So let's see now. First we'll do this magic attack, and I'm going to use that True Charm. So he's got a 7, so he needs an 8 now. Would be very helpful. Yeah, great. That was a good start. So these are 2 wounds for the Oak. So then it's the ranged attack, and now this guy has a 15. And he does 2 wounds. Okay, and I think actually that, well, the Spirit Speaker. Yeah, I think I can take these wounds. My healing ability will help me later on, so I think I will try to roll that 15, although it's pretty unlikely. So I defend myself here. And yeah, that was really bad. So I take these 2 wounds. And now I will defend myself with the Razor Shield. Well, actually, I only needed a 13 because of the Razor Shield, but whatever, it wasn't enough. And now I got a 6 here. And this guy has a 17. So I need an 11 to be successful here. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Oh, damn. Wait a second. We got a 6. No, that's not true. We got a 6 plus 2 because I was defending. So that was an 8. So that's enough. Man, I was lucky here. So that means now that I also do 1 damage to him because of this shield. And then I can attack in the magic phase. And I need a 10 to be successful here. And that would kill him. That would be awesome. Ah, damn. But I got this lucky doubloon here. And I will activate this. So now I'm allowed to roll a second time. And it would be very, very useful to hit now. Come on. Yeah, that's it. 13, that's enough. I managed to kill this guy. Man, he only had one arm, but still, I mean... Okay. So... Okay, receive 5 gold and take this card. Discard this card to automatically defeat a soldier. Nice. And I will gain 3 experience points, which now allows me to level up. And it's now actually an interesting decision. What I'm gonna take. Should I take melee? Should I take... Yeah, melee or magic? So that's a hard decision. Okay, it wasn't an easy decision, but I think I'll go for magic now. Because now the monsters are really getting stronger and it's not sure that he will be strong enough to do magic attacks for a long time. And I can do some good damage with magic. And I could also attack with melee, but then I also always had to subtract -2 to use Ragnar's axe, which is not that great. On the other hand, if I defend in melee, I get a +2 anyway. And I can do also some damage. So I think maybe that's a good idea. Let him maybe do some ranged attacks, defending in melee, maybe do a damage with a razor shield, and then attack with a good magic value. Okay, and then we roll for the threat track again. And yeah, we're still lucky. It's a 12 now, but probably not for long. Okay, and again we need some time, I'm afraid. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take again 2 of these and then heal a wound. And then I simply don't move at all, and I'm gonna discard 4 of these. Okay, so just some rest, and now let's roll die again. And whoa, lucky again. Very good. And now I'm gonna heal my second wound. And yeah, not sure. I think I might roll, I don't know. Well, my next goal is actually this guy here in this lake, the Ardune, and so I think I might. Yeah, I think I'll simply discard 2. Well, why not all 3? On the other hand, doesn't really help. Okay, I only discard 2 and then roll 2 dice. That's a plane and a water. So that's just good enough to move here. And we roll again. Yeah, okay. And this time, clearly the threat track advances. And it's now at 7. And that makes it now even a little harder. Now all the items with a cost of 5 or more are taken by the Dark Lord. And because I now attacked a blue challenge, I now have to roll, because this thing advanced, for basically every item if it stays here in the market deck or not. And I'm going to do this now off camera. Okay, so we've lost Frida Brani, the Great Bow, and the Sister of Vengeance. Okay. And then let's move on. And because this guy is wounded and exhausted, we can only use 4 dice. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is not so great. We only have 2 planes. We have a swamp. It's not so bad actually. So let's see if we do this in a clever way. First we need a hill. So that allows us to move here, cross these Zorgret Ridge. Then we can take the plain here, which brings us here. And then we move through the Wogren Moor with this swamp here. So this brings us here, and finally I can enter this aquatic area here. Okay. So we roll again for the threat track, and here we go. And now I simply use 3 dice, remove this exhaustion token here from him, and I'm gonna try to attack this guy here. And yeah, got a water here that allows us then to move in here. And let's draw the next blue card. Okay, Manethas the Summoner. Okay, so this guy has only 3 life points, but for some reason, I believe that's not a good thing. It might be pretty strong. Before combat, draw a number of yellow adventurer cards equal to the current threat level. Choose the first spirit among these cards, if possible, and discard the rest. Your hero must resolve that challenge before resolving this one without refreshing. Yeah, great. Okay. Okay, so the threat track is at 7 right now. So we got to draw 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. Okay. Let's see if we find a spirit, and let's hope not. Okay, 1, 2, no, these are all, you can see this right here, these are shadow spawns. 3, a fell. 4, Oruk Warlord. 5, here we go, that's a spirit. Twisted River Guardian. Okay. So we gotta fight this guy. Okay. A guardian spirit warped by foul magics, here you bet. Cannot tell friend from foe. Before combat, test lore. If you succeed, you may skip the melee combat phase each round. Well, I'm pretty sure we don't want to do that, but we can try it anyway. So let's test lore. We have a 7 here. So we need a 9 to be successful. And yeah, okay, so we might think about skipping that combat, that melee step. Okay. So first we start now. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think it's not too bad. So first, this guy here will not use... Well, actually, this is interesting. It says before combat. Okay, I think after I did this, I can still use a special ability on him. Question is, does that make any sense? This guy has a 19. Oh my god. That's pretty tough. So I think I will not... Oh my god. I will not use that anyway. Okay, let's simply start here. So he's got a 15 and he's gonna attack him. If he has a 12, fine. He does, that's great. So that's one hit for this guy. Then I will not do anything here. Simply simply defend during this melee phase. So I got a 6 plus 2 is an 8, so I only need a 3. Yep, okay. So he takes another hit. And now during the magic phase I can attack, and I got a 7 here. So I need an 8 to be successful. Yep, okay. So this guy wasn't a big deal. I was fine here. So, okay, reward. Receive 2 goods and take this card. You may discard this card to automatically succeed a swim skill test you just rolled. Okay, that's nice. And I can take 2 gold, which is also fine. And I think... Yeah, I think I will also gain 2 experience points. Good. And now it's gonna be this challenge, and this is gonna be a tough one. Okay, this is gonna be tough. It's gonna be all about this single melee roll here. If he gets into this magic combat phase, we're in some real trouble. We definitely want to avoid that. So first, I guess we'll defend during the ranged attack, and he does 2 damage. So, well, he could actually do it. Yeah, that's possible. He could do it. It's a little painful, but we'll get some money for him, and then we could go into city and heal. So I think he will try it. Maybe he might be even lucky. So yeah, okay. He's got to roll a 13. It's possible. Yeah, that's not enough. So he takes 2 damage, but he's still alive. He's got a life value of 4. Okay. And now we come to the interesting part. Now I'm going to use Ragnar's Axe. And it gives me a -2. So I only have a combat value of 4. The problem is I cannot use any of these reroll items or whatever item, this +3 bonus, because you can only activate 1 item per fight round. So I need now a 9 to hit him. If I do, I kill him. If not, I'm in trouble, because then we come to the melee, to the magic phase. Anyway, let's try it. I need a 9. Come on. Oh, come on! No, I don't believe it. Oh my god, that's just an 8. Damn. And there's nothing I can do, I'm afraid. Unbelievable. No. I cannot re-roll. Yeah. And I have a 4 plus 8. That's only a 12. That's not enough. So I take a wound. Oh man. Now I'm in trouble. Might be now time to run away, probably. I don't know. Okay, then we have to defend ourselves. And okay, luckily we have the Razor Shield, which gives us a +2 bonus in defense. So we got a 7, we got a 9. So I need a 10 to be successful here. Okay, I got that. Well, that's at least something. Yeah, great. Yeah, okay, let's face it, it's time to run away. This guy is too strong. I could have made it, but not like that. I had to be successful with this roll, but well, okay, just give me a break. It's not over yet. I mean, okay. Okay, I got one last chance. It's pretty risky. I might die, but whatever. I mean, if I escape now, then the threat track goes up, which is definitely bad. So I think I gotta risk something now. And okay, we got that. I don't want to lose him. I don't want to lose Yumil. So I will take the ranged attack. 16. Got a +2 because of the Razor Shield. So I need a 14. Nope. Okay. I take 2 damage here. So only 1 life left. And now, let's see, we come to the interesting part. That shouldn't be too bad. I can now defend myself here in the melee phase. So that's a 6. +2 is an 8. So that means I need a 5 to do a successful defense here. Okay. Nice. And now finally this guy takes his first wound because of the Razor Shield. And because this is now another combat round than the one before, I can activate another item now. And now I'm going to activate probably the True Charm. Yeah, I'm going to try that. And that gives me now a +3 bonus. And I'm now going to attack here in the magical phase. And I have a 3, 7, so I got a 10 now. And I got to beat that 19. So that is very risky, I know that, but hey. It's possible, and I have a pretty good chance to do this. I need a 9. Come on. Oh no, that doesn't count, sadly. That looked good, but it wasn't. Come on. Oh, yeah, I made it. Damn. Twice, actually. Okay, very nice. That was a tough fight. I managed to win that, but it was really close. Good point is we made some experience points because of that first enemy. I gain now 3 more because of him. I receive 4 gold and I can take this card. Discard this card before moving to destroy a spirit patrol anywhere on the board. Okay, because there are no spirit patrols, we're gonna simply discard that card and gain 4 gold. So I have now 11 gold, which is quite a lot. And maybe I could think now about buying some more good items. In addition, I can level up now for 5. Well, and I think I'm gonna take now again a melee weapon. I don't know, man. No, I won't. I won't do this. That's a stupid idea. Actually, I don't need... I think that's a stupid idea. I won't take a melee weapon. I'll take again a melee marker. I go on magic now. Because, as I said before, I can do 1 damage when defending here, melee, and I'm still pretty good there. And I can do a pretty good attack here. Got a 3 plus 6, so I'm at 9 now. So, and I can activate still one of the, for example, this reroll option or something. So I think it's better to go on magic now. Okay. So then we can refresh, and we have to roll for the threat track again. Oh gosh, that's ridiculous, a 20. So the threat track goes up. My goodness. Okay, so again we have to roll for the items. Which one goes away? Okay, so as you can see, there's not much left. Only this mage mount. And then we draw for each city, but each item with a value of 5 or more will now be captured by Yazir. So first it's here for the Cataract Keep. That's a witch doctor. That's nice. Stays there. And then for Sharoom, that's a law book. Also quite nice. Plus 3. Yeah. Replace a... Oh. I don't know. It's not that great actually. And next one. Yeah, that's the Keymaster. Another ally. Well, they could heal all fatigue for free in the city probably then. So he is placed somewhere in a dark stronghold. So he's placed down here at Drumlin actually. He goes here. And then it's the 4th card. That's a Charmer Flute. Well, that might be a useful magic item. And that is actually interesting because until now we don't have any good magic items. Although I'm going for magic. So let's see. Artifact, instrument, before combat, activate and take 1 fatigue to reduce your enemy's damage in all phases to 0 for the first round of combat. Pretty cool item. Yeah, I think I need that. But let's see where it will end up. I mean, that's the question now. Okay, that's down there. So the Keymaster goes away again. And instead, this flute is placed here. So we might thinking about moving down here. And yeah, maybe we can get that. Okay. Okay, that was item number 4. Then it's number 5. The robe of time and space. Before moving, activate to negotiate with another player to borrow his ally for your turn. Okay, this obviously works different when playing solitaire. Here, Mr. Skeletor says, before moving, activate to borrow an ally from one of the market decks for 1 gold. This ally does not count against the normal ally limit. After the challenge is resolved, return the ally to its market deck with no wound or stamina markers unless the ally was killed, in which case discard it. This is also a very strong card, and because it is actually pretty cheap, it is not in a dark stronghold, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is city 1, 2, 3, 4. It's right around the corner in Swiftwater. I'm pretty sure I'll take that thing. It's pretty awesome. Cool. Yeah, that's great. And yeah, that's a nice idea. Okay, and then the last card is actually the Cursed Doll. Discard to reduce your enemy's values by -6 until the end of the phase. Well, that might be also useful. It's just for 1 phase, but hey, why not? That is down here in Bodrum. Because the price of these items is so low, it's not placed here in the Dark Strongholds. Only items with 5 value or higher are placed in the Dark Strongholds, simply because the Dark Lord doesn't care about this cheap rubbish. Okay, so that's finally it, the end of this turn. And it's also the end of this video now. Our next goal is, well, first we have to heal. We can do this with our ability. We're both heavily wounded. As I said, we can do this with our ability. And yeah, we could buy the Swiftwater the ally, but I'm not sure if I really want to do that actually. This item, I mean, I only have, problem is I only have, let me see, here we go, I only have 11 bucks, and if I buy this I only have 8 left, which would be not enough to buy the Charmer Flute, and I think I prefer this one. So I guess what I do now is I'm gonna heal, but I'm probably gonna move to the city anyway, because this is the only place, or actually a normal city is the only place where I can heal this ally, and I think I want him fit for our next challenges. And then afterward, it's hard to say. It might be a good idea to go down here, buy this thing. Problem is we don't have much time left. On the other hand, it's not so far away. I mean, it's just a few spaces. Maybe we can do it. Yeah, maybe we should try that. I think I will do it this way. Okay, so that's it then. That's it for now, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be a very close finish. And, well, hope to see you in my next videos. Until then, bye.